Hello, boys and gals, and today I'm going to be reviewing MAO. Yeah, so this was the first volume that my friend Matt Air lent me. Thank you, Matt. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about this manga. A series that also created Inuyasha. And Inuyasha is the anime, well, technically it was a manga first, but the anime got me into anime to begin with, so I have to thank Inuyasha for that. But yeah, created Inuyasha, and now she came out with a whole new story. But yeah, other than that, let's get started with MAO, the first volume, whether or not it's worth the read or not. So pretty much the story follows this young girl, a high school girl, obviously. Geez, that reminds me a lot of Kagome. Her name is Nanoka. Apparently, in the past, something pretty bad happened. She lost both her parents in a sinkhole that pretty much killed both of them, but she was the only one that was alive, covered in blood. She still has no memory of how she survived, though there is a glimpse. When she heads to that specific area in the story where the sinkhole incident happened years ago when she was just a kid, when she goes into a specific alleyway, that's when things start to get weird. She's teleported back to the past, the specific period that Demon Slayer is set in, except 12 years into that specific era. The year is 1923, and she runs into a man by the name of MAO, who is an exorcist but also has something, a specific curse that he has had for a very long time. But apparently she has also got something going on with her. She's able to jump and run really fast. No human can do that, but apparently she can, and she has a power, which we soon find out that she has been cursed by the specific thing that also cursed MAO. She is able to teleport back to her present day, but time is very different in the present to the past of 1923. MAO is on the hunt for the specific demon, or whatever they call it, that cursed him long ago. He's got a pal that's with him, and Nanoka is also involved in this situation to figure out what happened. And the fact that she's got to go back and forth between time, which is like, yes, Inuyasha, with Kagome jumping into the well, jumping centuries into the past. Kind of the same deal. Pretty much same sort of concept, but a little different. She wants to figure out what happened in the past when she lost her parents, and why she's now got this power. And MAO, who has a servant, is also looking for this specific demon that cursed him long ago. And I gotta say, this is actually a pretty interesting story. Now, bear in mind, it's kind of like Inuyasha. If you like Inuyasha, you're going to like this, because there's specific elements that she kind of took that kind of reminds me of it. Nanoka, a high school girl. Kagome, a high school girl. MAO, a cursed exorcist from the past. Inuyasha, half demon from the past. You get it? But what I like how she took this approach, besides the feudal era, which Inuyasha was set in feudal Japan, with demons, monsters, and all that, this is set in the early 20th century, 1923. This was like just right after World War I had ended. This is also the same year that a specific Munich incident occurred, led by the National Socialists, and the one leading them was Hitler. This is the same year as that. Yes, I like mentioning history trivia. Anyways, back to the subject. The characters, on the other hand, I do find their interactions interesting while Nanako is trying to figure out what's happening, and she pretty much joins MAO and his companion as they're pretty much trying to figure out the same issue with the curse and the specific demon that cursed them. MAO is pretty, let's just say he's emotionless compared to Inuyasha. Inuyasha, while he's lived a very long time because he's a half-demon, MAO, yeah, he's lived for a long time. But you can see that he's lost a lot of emotion. Nanako, on the other hand, I actually do like her character. She is, as of this volume, not as annoying as Kagome. Or actually, scratch this. She's not even annoying as Kagome. Kagome was annoying. And she's still not really my favorite character. I mean, I like the fact that... I liked her design, her character design, the fact that she travels back in time. Interesting, but as a whole, Kagome was just... That's all I've got to say. She was annoying. I didn't really care for her character that much. I mean, I know she had her moments that were good, but in general, Nanako I actually find likable. She's not that annoying towards the main lead. She's pretty much trying to figure out what the heck's going on. She's nice, compassionate, and I wonder if that has to do with the fact that she also lost her parents, so she's kind of just, you know, being tough. For the most part, trying to be strong. And I don't know, her character seems pretty interesting, just like MAO. And the companion is something else, but I don't want to say too much. Overall, MAO was a pretty fun read. I pretty much enjoyed it, and I feel like there's maybe, well, okay, this is my theory, but it could be that MAO may be connected in the same universe because there's just so many references to her past work. But then again, maybe it's not. I don't know. My friend Matt, who lent this to me, we are kind of thinking it's possible that they could be in the same timeline. Except they call the demons a different word. But hey, remember, time changes and words can be different. And some of the demons in here, I'm going to call them demons, but some of the demons in here kind of have that same feel as in Inuyasha. So it's quite possible there could be a connection there. It could be that they are in the same timeline. Because I'm just seeing so many references. The shrine, there's a specific shrine that looks like a Gome shrine. But then again, I could be looking into it too much. It would be very interesting if they could tie the knot to Inuyasha, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Because, to be honest, I feel like there's so much references to it. Especially the McDonald's scene in here. The drawing in here is also really good. Just like from her other previous work, like in Inuyasha. She's got a unique anime art style, I'll just say. But yeah, in the end, I enjoyed this first volume. I would say definitely worth a read. I'm looking forward to reading more, or if they adapt it into an anime, or watching the anime. I hope you enjoyed this review. What do you guys think about MAO? Do you think it's just as good as Inuyasha? Because I'm actually digging it. It's set in a specific time period leading up before World War II. And I kind of like that historical aspect. I didn't mind learning a bit of history in Inuyasha, just the livelihood of people at that time. But yeah, I enjoyed it.